In a changing market, what happens is there's a separation of agents where some are thriving and some are trying to survive and not doing a very good job of it. And the difference is these people over here that are thriving have systems that work in any kind of market, where the people that are in survival mode don't. And that's why you have a lot of people in survival mode and very few people in thriving mode. But there are systems that work in any kind of market that can build in consistency for you, for your income, and to keep you doing the thing that you love most in real estate, which is meeting with clients, negotiating contracts, and signing listing agreements. When the real estate market shifts, most people go into a mode of grind more, work harder, or they actually don't do anything and sit back and they're like, well, I'll just wait for the market to shift back to what it was like in 2020, which isn't gonna happen. None of those strategies are good for stability, sanity, and long-term consistency. In a changing market, what happens is there's a separation of agents where some are thriving and some are trying to survive and not doing a very good job of it. And the difference is these people over here that are thriving have systems that work in any kind of market, where the people that are in survival mode don't. For a solo agent, as the market shifts, it feels like the ground is moving underneath you faster and faster. Again, some people just get paralyzed and they don't do anything and they wait for the market to change as they burn through all their savings. Some work harder and try to grind through it, but they're not necessarily working on the right things that are going to produce them money. Everybody was successful back in 2020 and 2021. Everybody was buying homes. But the truth of the matter is the number of transactions have decreased 40% from that time. The pie has gotten a whole lot smaller, but there's still the same amount of spoons that are trying to eat from that pie. And that's why you have a lot of people in survival mode and very few people in thriving mode. But there are systems that work in any kind of market that can build in consistency for you, for your income, and to keep you doing the thing that you love most in real estate, which is meeting with clients, negotiating contracts, and signing listing agreements. There's so much minutia that people are spending right now on things that are non-money making activities that they feel like they're busy, but they're not productive. And if you know what I'm talking about, go look at your bank account and see what direction it's headed in versus what it was doing a few years ago. At Dave Friedman Team, we built a system that is market agnostic. What that means is the market can shift in any single direction and we just continue to grow. We grew 20% year over year last year. A lot of our agents had the best year ever last year because we built a system no matter what direction the market's going in. We're producing hot, ready to go appointments that don't require cold calling for our agents to go on and do what they love to do, which is make money. We also have very high level specialized support, which means that no matter what situation you're running into, we can help you through that, and it's free of cost to you. If you need more marketing, we can do that. If you need more training support, we can do that. If you need more technology, we can do that. And again, there's no payments, no upfront costs, and no fees in working with us. Take Jordan Bragg, for example. He jumped onto the team and immediately started to thrive. In a very short amount of time, he was able to get to 40 transactions in a year, and he's continuing at that pace in a market that's continuing to decline and people are doing less and less transactions themselves. But he stepped into a system that worked really well. It allowed him to focus on the 20% that actually generates him money, and it's the stuff that he loves to do, which is work with clients, negotiate contracts, and sign listing agreements. All the back-end chaos that people are consistently trying to shuffle through to generate more deals, keep in touch with clients, force people into working with them. He no longer has to worry about any of that. It's all taken care of for him. All he has to do is do the stuff that he loves to do. We believe that you don't have to sacrifice time, sanity, or stress to do well in this market. And despite the fact that a lot of people are sacrificing those things, they're still not doing well. What we enjoy is building stability in for people. And that way they can reach financial freedom, freedom of time, and also freedom of stress. All of that, and in addition, we have up to 90% commission splits on our team, which are absolutely fantastic for the amount of value that you receive. This allows you to build a lot of wealth, not have a job. If you're ready to build a career that's worth having and sustaining over a long period of time, jump on board with us. If you're interested in 9 homes in 90 days sold, guaranteed, we'd love to talk to you more about it. It's a very exciting program that tons of people have stepped into and achieved in a short amount of time. So if you don't know where your next deal is coming from and you're just trying to make it financially, give us a call. We can get you a deal within a couple weeks. I promise. I look forward to talking to you.